Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the GryffinPuff Podcast. This is actually the first ever one I've done recording a video, so we're going to see how this works. I am accompanied by my guest, Ashton from Magical Adventures with Ashton. I got that right, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Thank you for coming on to the podcast. I really appreciate it. Literally, I didn't know what to talk about last week, so I took a break. And I'm like, I have nothing to talk about, which is odd because if you talk to any of my family members, they're like, he never shuts up. So, so thank you again. How's your day going?
No, thank you for inviting me. My day's going pretty good so far. So far. My kids
That's
had dentist
awesome.
appointments today, so that's where we were at today.
Okay, yeah. Um, so I brought you on because you're in our hold on in our travel agent group, our circle of friends, and I like to say family. I use the word family more than I do friends because I think we've become more like a family than we did just friends. But you're like the Disney expert, whereas I'm the Universal expert and knowledgeable
Right.
about Universal. You're more knowledgeable about Disney. How did you come to get interested in Disney? I mean, what was your first experience with Disney?
So I was born in 94 and I've been going to Disney every other year since then. Um, so we went to Disney at Christmas in 1997. And then I think it was after 2008 was the first US Star Wars convention, I believe in Indianapolis. My dad and my brother go to that, and it's every other year they come back to the US and then they go overseas, so they flip-flop. Sometimes this year is in Japan, not the US, but that's okay. Um so we go every other year, and while my brother and my dad go to the convention, my mom and I go to Disney.
Hey,
So,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
yep.
You know, it's hard to believe, because when I went to Disney, first time I ever went to Disney was like a year and a half ago, and I'm a late goer to Disney. I mean, I've always
That's
loved
okay.
Disney growing up, watching Disney, but my parents were like, we just could never afford to go to Disney World, and my sister paid for the whole trip to Disney World for 7 days on property, 4 days in the park. And I was like, you know what? I've just got to repay her back because that's just a lot of money. So I was like, you know what? I'll pay for 5 days at Universal. That's how I repaid her back.
There
And
you go.
no, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I always wanted to go to Disney World, and I think it was good that I waited that long to go to
Yeah.
Disney World because I got to go to it for the first time with my wife, and that was like the greatest experience I'd ever had, and all that was
Yeah.
fantastic. Now you are a Disney travel agent. Well, you're certified in other things that, as far as I'm aware of, but you're like the Disney travel agent in our
Yes.
circle of family.
Yeah.
How did you get? How did you become aware of the travel agent business?
Yeah. So I have been looking into becoming a Disney travel agent for quite a while. It's been a few years actually. Um, I just never knew how to do it or where to go. Um, it was around the time of COVID when we were all quarantined basically, where I was like, okay, what can I do? Because my husband was the single provider in the family, and um at that time we were barely making ends meet. So I wanted to do something to help take the burden off of him, and I'm like, "Well, I love Disney, so why don't I just plan people's trips?" Um, it wasn't until last year when I moved back to Kansas that I saw Rochelle post a travel party on our local town group for women. It's called Chica Chatter.
Yeah.
Um and I saw it on, and then there was a picture of Elise at Disney, and I was like, okay, let me just say I'm interested, and let's see what it is, you know? Um so I commented, and then she looked at my profile and like added me and was like, I see you're a Disney mama. So, because that's what it says in my bio. And I was like, yes. She goes, well, I want you to meet my Disney gal. So I went, I fell in love. Um, couldn't quite get the funds together right then, but like a month or two later, I was able, like not even a month or two, not two, couple weeks, but I got the funds and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm doing this. Um, and I have never been more happy. No, listen, I'm happy raising my 3 kids. They're the greatest thing that's ever
Right.
happened to
Yeah.
me, but I
Yeah.
finally found something outside of being a mom, and I think it's great.
I don't think anybody realizes, and it's ironic because I don't think anybody realizes exactly how easy it is.
Right.
I wouldn't say easy, but simple it is to become a travel agent in our group of people. Okay. Because not long after I went to Disney and Universal and all, I had thought, you know what? That was fun. I would love to, because I've always liked traveling. I'm like, I want to help people book trips. That's what I want to do because I booked the whole Universal trip. I did. That was all me. And I was like, oh my God, that was great. I had fun doing it. It worked out great. I should totally try to do this for other people. But every other travel agency I tried to talk to, they're like, oh, you need to go visit 4 times within a year. Or I'm like,
Yes.
I don't know if you realize that. I don't know. You might be rich. I'm not. Okay. I
Right,
can't
or
afford,
have season
I,
passes.
yeah, I can afford to go 4 times a year to go to Disney just to become a travel agent.
Right.
And it was around that time I'm just searching through threads, literally. And then, like, literally, it was September of last year, around August, September of last year, that I was searching through threads and I discovered Elise. And she was like, who wants to be a travel agent? Hands up if you want to be a travel agent. I'm like, you know what? I
Yeah.
want to be a travel agent. And it took me a week to come up with my decision. Like, yes, totally, I'll definitely do it. I got the funds. I mean, it is really easier because we realize that we've been in the same situation. We want to travel, we just can't afford to travel. We can't afford to go every single time. No, in this day and age, it's like you can't afford to go 4 times a year most of the time unless, like said, you're a travel agent because we get to
Right.
travel at a more affordable rate.
Yes.
But yes, no, definitely being a travel agent's awesome. I absolutely love it. And see, I don't have kids. My choice. My choice.
Yeah.
Mine and my wife's. We chose not to have kids. Because so if we wanted to travel, we could go travel more. We wouldn't have to worry about finding a babysitter or whatever. But like, how do you fit traveling in with having kids?
Um, so the most my husband and I have ever done is gone to the river for the weekend without the kids. Um, and that's just because it was, we leave on a Friday and come back on a Monday. Easy
Right.
peasy. Can leave them with my parents. It's not that big of a deal. Or my parents would come down to Oklahoma and watch them. It was great. Um, but like bigger trips, like the big family trips that we go on that my parents plan, um, it's It's not that different than just going with my husband because I just pack my kids' clothes. It's just like we were going up to Kansas for the weekend. We were just going a little bit further. Um,
Right.
we don't fly. My husband can't fly due to head injuries that he had that had happened while he was in high school. He had a dirt bike accident, and that caused one head injury, and then 6 months later, he was playing touch football when he wasn't supposed to, and accidentally got tackled and hit the concrete.
Oh,
So
wow.
that
Oh,
caused the other one. So he can't fly, he can't go on roller coasters, things like that. So we drive.
yeah.
Um,
Thanks. Thank you.
so basically what we do is we just plan this big adventure. While we were headed down to Florida, we drove down to the coast and over. And so we went through Arkansas, um, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, all those places. We went through those, but down the coast. Um,
Right.
we didn't stop anywhere on the way down there because we were meeting my parents in Mobile, Alabama, and then driving the rest of the way with them. But on the way back, we went back to Mobile and we went on the USS Alabama.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we went through New
I yeah.
Orleans, and I'm good. I won't go back.
um. Yeah. I'll tell you this. My wife, when we went before we went a year and a half ago, she was adamant she'd never fly. She's like, "Nope, I'm not flying." She's like, "If we were meant to fly, God would have gave us wings."
That's what my husband
Okay.
says.
Yeah. But when we realized how much a rental car was going to cost us, because we were going to be down there for like 7 days on Disney property and 5 days on there. My original plan was we drive there, find the same rental car company, and just turn the car in there, bam. But they were closed on weekends. So
Mhm.
we would have been stuck with the car for like 7 days, and I couldn't afford a rental car for 7 days. No. So my wife was like, "No, we'll go flying because I am not wasting these tickets." Okay, we've already got the tickets. We're going.
Yeah,
She got on the plane, and then she found out it wasn't that bad. She found out it wasn't bad to
it's
fly.
not.
But if you ask her, she would still totally prefer to go via a car than a plane.
Yes,
That's just her. But
my husband would
uh,
too.
hey, understandable. Um, let's see. Let's see. What is your favorite part of Disney World? Yes, that. What's your favorite part of Disney World?
Which park?
Damn.
You want to just start with? You
um,
want me to just start with Magic Kingdom and go down?
yeah, let's start with Magic Kingdom and go down because I can tell
I
you
can
what
do
my
this.
favorite park is. I can tell you what my
Okay.
favorite park is. My favorite park, it's Epcot. Only because I get to see the Japan Pavilion, and I've
Mhm.
always wanted to go to Japan. It's a quick way to go to Japan without having to pay the prices it would take to get to Japan. So,
Yes.
yeah, I've been to Japan, so I'm happy. Yeah. Uh, but yes, your favorite part. Okay, starting with Magic Kingdom, your favorite part.
All right. So my number one favorite park is Magic Kingdom. Um,
Okay.
my favorite part of Magic Kingdom is the Carousel of Progress.
Hey,
It's my
yes,
favorite.
I love the Carousel of Progress. I absolutely love the Carousel of Progress. Yes.
If I had to sit there for 24 hours on one ride, I'd sit at the Carousel of Progress the whole time. I play
Well,
the music in my
let's
car while I'm driving.
less chance that you get sick too.
Yes, yes. And you can take a nap if you need to. It's great.
Guilty, because I went on Carousel Progress. I was like, yeah, let's do this. I'm sitting there. I'm like this. I sit in that comfortable seat, and I'm like,
Yes. And it's
I
air
was like, what?
conditioned.
Yeah, it's air conditioned. Yes.
Yeah. We have lots of traditions at Magic Kingdom. Like the first day we go there, we eat at Cosmic Rays. My parents and I and my brother, we've been doing that our whole lives. So that's where we eat lunch, at least on the first day. And then if we go back to Magic Kingdom, like Park Hop, we just eat wherever. But that's pretty fun. So the next park on my list would be Epcot.
Okay,
Um,
nice.
I love Epcot, mostly because I love the Flower and Garden Festival, and that's where I can find my buddy here, Orange Bird.
Orangeburg.
He's
Yes.
he's great. I absolutely love him. Um, but my favorite my favorite ride is Living on the Land, but my favorite thing to do at Epcot is to go to the Regal Eagle in the America Pavilion and eat. The North
Yeah.
Carolina pulled pork barbecue sandwich is my favorite. And I'm from
Um,
Kansas City.
we have we do have some good pulled pork. I mean, no matter all the bad things about North Carolina that I've encountered, because there's good and there's bad, because I've lived in North
Mhm.
Carolina majority of my whole life. And North Carolina's okay. I just don't like the cold anymore.
I'm in
Yeah.
Kansas. I don't like it either.
Yeah. I didn't actually go on living on land. I know. I, I had every intention to, but I rode soaring,
Easy to miss.
and soaring was fantastic. I enjoyed that.
I've never
Got to
been.
soar over the cast.
I've never been. The last
Soaring
time we went, I was 3 months pregnant with my son and I couldn't.
Soaring's fantastic. It is. I enjoyed it. And I mean, I'm not going to give anything away, but there's like something really magical that happens literally at the end of Soaring. And that made it like, it brought me back to my childhood. So when you get the chance, you totally need to do Soaring. It's fantastic.
Okay.
It's great.
I'll put that on my list of things to do because I
Okay.
have a very long
Um,
list.
I have a long list now, especially now that I'm a travel agent. I'm like, I can
Right?
actually complete these things on my list now. And
Exactly.
I mean, like I told my wife that we were going back when Epic opened, and the plan for like May 31st to June 6th is to stay on Disney property for like 3 days, and then go to Universal and stay for 4 days and do Epic. I promised her we'd do Epic when it opened, but I am not being at Epic on opening day.
No, no, mm-mm. I'll do a
No,
lot of
no.
things. I'm not doing a park on opening day.
You know how many people are going to be at Epic on opening day?
Way
That's
too many.
estimated. 111,000 people on
I don't
opening
like
day
people.
is estimated. You know, it's ironic. You don't like people. I used to like people, and then I started working at Burger King. But we're travel agents, so you gotta work with people.
Listen, I love working with people. I love talking to people. I will plan your trip all day long. I I love going to the parks. Like I can handle people at Disney all day long,
Right.
but that many people on an opening day? No, I'm okay.
No, no. No, no, count me out. Yeah, count me out. Y'all have fun. I mean, enjoy. If you want me to
Oh
book you
yeah.
a trip to Epic on opening day, okay, cool, awesome. I'll do it. You enjoy. You won't see me there.
Right. I won't
Ah,
recommend it, but I'll definitely book it if
yeah.
you insist.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got Epcot. Your next park.
Um, it'll probably it's Animal Kingdom. It's Animal Kingdom. Um, I'm a huge Lion King fan,
Oh yeah.
so that's right up my alley. I love it. I love the Kilimanjaro Safari. Um, things like that. The animals. It's all pretty fun. Um, I I loved Dino Land USA, and it's
You're you're
gone.
gonna cry. You're gonna cry
It's
because it's gonna
so
the,
sad.
the dinosaur ride is still open right now. And it's supposed to
Yeah, I
stay
like
open
that
till
one.
20. I know, I know. Trust me.
My
My
brother
favorite.
likes that. I don't.
So, and that leaves Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, I don't like
What's your
Hollywood
favorite
Studios.
experience at Hollywood? You don't like Hollywood Studios? Let me guess. Let me guess. Not enough rides.
No, just bring back MGM. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see it. See, I wanted to ride one ride when I was at Hollywood Studios, and I didn't get to ride it. And it was the Rise
What
of the
ride?
Resistance. The Rise of the
My
Resistance. I'm
dad's
a
been
Star
on
Wars
that.
guy.
I built a lightsaber. Okay, no, I like it because I went to Star Wars and I built a lightsaber.
Yeah,
That was fun.
I
And a
was
droid.
gonna, I was gonna build a lightsaber until I realized how much they costed.
My daddy paid for it. So,
Oh well, see, it's all
yeah.
good. Yeah, let's get somebody
Yeah.
else to pay for my lightsaber building. Um,
Yeah, my
so
dad paid
no,
for me and my daughters.
my favorite, my favorite park is Epcot, as you know. Um,
Yes.
I like Star Wars. I'm just saying I do, but and this might get a negative reaction from some people, but you seem to be in the same majority as I am. I could do without Hollywood Studios. I can.
That's just
I love Star
personal.
Wars.
Yeah.
I would go to. Honestly, that's the only reason I was looking forward to Hollywood Studios. I'm like, cool, Star Wars is there. That's why I want to go. And we did the Indiana Jones thing, which was great. I enjoyed it. But if it came down to it, I want the Indiana Jones ride that's in California. That's what I
Yeah.
want. Where the
Yeah.
boulder is coming and you're experiencing that. That's why I'm so excited in Animal Kingdom. We are getting an Indiana Jones ride.
Yeah.
You're
Right.
like, you're like, forget Indiana Jones. I'm getting rid of
I just listen, I have an 11-year-old girl and a 9-year-old girl, and I have waited, when was he born? Almost 2 years ago. So she was that I waited 7 years for a flippin' boy, and now he just now likes dinosaurs, and they got rid of it. So
I
sad.
am I am sorry. Have you thought about when you gonna be in Florida next?
I'm hoping at some point this year I'll be able to book even just a solo trip
Yeah.
down there. If not, I'm definitely in talks with my parents about planning a big family trip next year.
Okay. If you happen to make it around this year to Florida, they got the Disney character warehouses. You might find something dinosaur related there. So that's what
I
I'm
love me
thinking.
a good
Because
trip to the character warehouse.
yeah, my wife wants to go to the character warehouse, but I've yet to go to the character warehouse, man.
Well, I'll be in Texas. Um, I fly down to Texas on the 7th of next month, for an event for the company, and there is a there's a Disney outlet store in Grapevine, and the event is in Dallas, so I'm gonna pop in there really quick.
There you go. But yeah, before I go ahead and let you go, because I asked Elise this, and I try to keep the podcast around 24, 25 minutes. What has been your favorite part of being a travel agent? I know you're relatively early on in it, like I am. I'm guessing. And
Yeah.
what's been your favorite part?
So yeah, like you said, I've just really started. I started in September of 2024. So I'm yeah, I'm new, but I think my favorite part of being a travel agent has been, sorry, my son's taking a bath. Um, my my favorite part so far has been, literally getting to talk about Disney all the time. That's my
Nice.
job now, which is crazy. Um,
Right?
but also it's also the other thing is getting to create the magic for another family. I think that's the most fun thing that I get to do is I get to create the magic that I've experienced for somebody else and they get to experience it. And that's the most magical part.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, I want to thank you for hopping on and coming on and being the guest on this episode of the podcast. Tell
Yes, thank
everyone
you.
where they can find you. Tell everyone where they can find you on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social medias you have.
Okay. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna. It's the. I am so excited to be on the Griffin Puffs podcast. Like this has been so much fun. If you ever want me to
Oh, yeah.
come back, I will gladly come back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. So they can find you where?
They can find me on Facebook at Magical Adventures with Ashton or my business page, Ashton Nicole. You can add me on there. There's also Magical Adventures with Ashton on Instagram and on TikTok. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If
Oh, yeah.
you still have TikTok.
Yeah, if we still have TikTok. Yes, exactly.
Yes.
But yes, thank you very much. I want to thank Ashton for coming on, and I will be back next week with another episode. And once again, thank you for coming on. And this has been the Griffin Puff Podcast. See y'all next week, people.